Hello, chat. Going. Oh. Whew. I thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate it, my man. Trying to get Aurelia to start. She's not booting up. Let me double check something here. There it went. It may be that Steam is logged out? And hello, guys. Sorry I'm running late today. I am just exhausted. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I would not stream today under normal circumstances. But because I already knew that I was taking like Wednesday and Friday off, I didn't want to like deprive you guys. But basically, we had to at the office like do a bunch of like furniture moving and stuff, and I am just beat to all hell and just like tired. I basically had to go take a shower, just kind of relax for a little bit. Manual labor. Yeah. Huh. I cannot get Aurelia's program to start. Yeah, this program's just failing. Don't know why. Yeah, yeah. If you need to rest, you need to rest. I do, but it's fine, chat. Like maybe I just end early tonight or something. We'll see. Like I've gotten some food in me. I've had a nice shower, so yeah, I can't get Aurelia working. I'm sorry about that. Chat, do me the favor, go give um the live stream a like and retweet for me. I'd appreciate that. Eh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I'll start my promo for gift subs because Twitch is screaming at me that if I don't use it, I will lose it. Which is really weird because this is like some new section that they put under here, and I have no idea where it is. I've never seen this section before. Okay. Hold on, chat. Go. Hello, everybody. Like I said, I'm a little beat up. Well, actually, I think I had the picture in VIP that I was showing people, but let me post it to CAD chat in case anybody else wants to see it. That's like why I feel so fucked up. I'd even argue the picture doesn't really do it justice. Little beat up and tired. A lot of damage. Yep. It's also abnormally cold here. It is 45 degrees right now. I was outside for a good chunk of the day. It's just a biting cold wind. Dang it, you have got hairy arms? Actually, not really. Like I've seen guys that have like way hairier arms than me. Ah. In Michigan, we had our first snowfall. Damn. Yeah, it feels like it's like really early this year, which I don't mind like earlier onset from the standpoint that I live in Florida, so it's hot most of the year. I just didn't expect it. Can one of you guys do me a favor? Will you get the YouTube version of the song and DM it to me? I'd appreciate it. The JP event is ending. There's really nothing else going on. I've kind of just been abusing it for a little bit of extra stuff. There we go. I'll take Deontay because silver, I think, is actually what I need at the moment. Oh, oh, my whole body. You want to see Harry, Robin Williams? Probably. We watched is it Good Morning Vietnam? Is that the name of the movie? Remember, but we watched that not so long ago. Just made me like miss Robin Williams because he really was just such a like fantastic actor. Why did stream start in 160p for me? I don't know. Chat has told me before that like in areas of the world that aren't allowed to have the 2K streaming, that you default to only like 720p instead, which is bullshit. I think that Twitch should just automatically let you have 1080, but they don't let any of us do that. Some of the streams for me start in 360. That's weird. Wait, what? Hello? Capture card. There we go. There we go, chat. Sometimes my audio quality slowly lowers it down on me. That could be something if you have it like set to auto and your connection is not good enough, or at least it thinks it's not good enough. Um, but yeah, in general, that sort of thing shouldn't happen. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of how like Twitch or YouTube at this point handle their stuff. And a little bit, I think both of them are rife for some sort of um like Zoomer-esque like social media platform to just take off and destroy both of them. I do think it's going to happen. I think in the next like 10 years, you're going to see a new social media platform that will be kind of bigger and better than either of these two because they're becoming monolithic and they just really are leaving the door wide open for a lot of money for a competitor. I think my apartment build locked the central air at 72 degrees Fahrenheit max. It won't let me raise the temp any higher. I mean, it's 72 in here right now, but I have the heat on. So it's like it being 72 in here is like, okay, that's kind of cozy. And I say that like I'm still wearing a blanket, but that's also just because like I just feel like shit right now. Bring back real player, bro. It I haven't heard anyone mention real player in forever. Or like what was it? Was it like Winamp and stuff like that where like you could just play like music and have a bunch of different customizable skins? What's up, Sarth? VLC. I still like VLC. VLC is definitely really nice because it handles just about every single media need you have. Which is something that like Windows Media Player and stuff mm, just do not do. MPC, MPC. What was MPC? Media Player Classic? Huh. Can't say I ever used it. Somewhere only we know, but the place isn't there anymore. Yeah. He's MPC? Nice. Also, is it like a holiday for you, Andre? I'm surprised you're still awake. Hello, Akakaze. How's it going? How's chat's Tuesday? Also, I'm sorry. I we did record yesterday, but I didn't get the video out because again, I was just gone all day. So like I didn't have the opportunity to post it. Nothing planned for work tomorrow? Nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Skylar, thank you for the 5 gift subs. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Enjoy your what I assume is a discounted by like 35%. Like I said, Twitch was screaming at me, and I knew it was a thing, but I haven't like dug into the excuse me, I haven't dug into the settings to find it. You used your discount, perfect, and I appreciate it, my man. I had the beef and broccoli with rice, so people fat and happy. Nice. I have so okay, yeah. Hold on, chat. I'll also post this to CAD chat. Well, maybe not to CAD chat. I'll post it in food posting. How about that? Give me 1 second. Where's food posting? There it is. So, in food posting is what I made for the girlfriend this weekend. Um, she basically made the mashed potatoes and helped with the like vegetables, but like I made the roast, and the roast is so good, chat. Where is it? Why can't I find it? So the roast is literally like, and I know it probably doesn't look good, okay? Because like I mixed a bunch of this together, right? But so like you have like the mashed potatoes and everything here. You've got the onions, you've got the carrots, and these were like done in the oven. But the roast, I did it in the slow cooker, okay? And it was a chuck roast, and you basically do like butter, ranch salad dressing packet, au jus packet, and then pepperoncinis, which is what these are. You guys can just barely see it like cooked in here because some of it's kind of buried. It comes out, oh god. Especially if you're somebody that likes a little bit of like savory heat. Oh my god. Which I, honest to God, I think it's like the only reason I made it through today was because I had like leftovers of that yesterday. It was so good. I just had pot roast done in a crock pot the other day. Yeah, I kind of want to make a traditional like pot roast with like carrots and onions and like maybe some like cut up potatoes and um ooh, maybe like mushrooms. Mushrooms would be good. Making us hungry, cat. I know. I'm sorry. I had a late lunch, so I'm not very hungry, and I have some like snacks that girlfriend brought over from her Japan trip that she went on earlier this year. So like I haven't like eaten dinner. I've just like snacked because I basically didn't get lunch until it was like 3 o'clock. Sounds like a great recipe. I might have to try that now that it's getting cool enough for those hot comfort foods. Right? Like my mom messaged me today on the way home, and I was just way too tired, so I had to turn her down. But she was telling me that she made like a pot of chili, and I'm like, low key, I'm like, that does sound good right now. Like, this is like perfect chili weather. Using dried shiitakes in your pot roast really adds some umami punch. Oh, dude, absolutely. I watched a short the other day that used chorizo in its chili, and it sounded good. Ooh, that does sound good. Like I've been craving some like nice like hearty sausage. Like, dude, I want some like I want some like Genoa salami. If you guys have ever had like authentic Italian salami, it is so good. like like the marbling makes it so flavorful. And how? Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, my dude. It's delicious. It is. I literally have a turkey breast in the oven. It's all I can smell. Oh, I'm surprised. Wait, Zerebus, are you like Canadian? Like, have you already had your Thanksgiving? Because I know like a lot of us here in the States, like we still have Thanksgiving upcoming. So like most people, and maybe it's not you, right? But most people will like avoid turkey for a bit because we know it's coming. No? Interesting. I should make a pot of chili to share at work, though I may need to tone down the spice level. I mean, I feel like spice level is something that you can always on your own end, like kick it up a notch. So yeah, it's usually like don't make something spicy, and then especially if you're gonna share, and then like give people the means to make it spicier. Although, what do you like? How do you normally like raise the spice level in your chili? Is it like do you put like actual chili peppers in it? Wait, what? I guess yeah, he is story locked. I forgot about red hair being story locked. Oh. New Uma just dropped. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. It's like brain wise, I don't think I'm that tired, but like, well, that's not true. Never mind. I am brain wise tired. That's the tired just talking. It's like I'm not tired. Yes, I am. I was gonna say, but bodily I am. It's like, no, I'm just tired in both ways. I normally use 4 to 5 habaneros. Have you ever used like poblano peppers? I love cooked like poblano peppers. They like add so much like savory heat to a dish without it being like overwhelming. Cause like, like sometimes you can get a jalapeno that's like not hot, and then you can get a jalapeno that's really hot. At least with poblanos, I feel like they're usually on the not hot side. Yoink. I'd say that worked out pretty good. We've managed to at least get some of the statues here at the end. And there's nothing else I need to redeem, so. Wait, I should probably convert up. I should turn down for what? And the good news is I know I don't need the Lancer statues because Lancer is like one of the few class scores that I just have like completely done. This is a good event. Actually, is it tomorrow, chat, that we get the Archer Grand score? For 4 pounds of meat? I mean, that's a lot. And like if you're splitting that up, it's probably fine. Like I think my pepperoncini roast, which pepperoncinis are not like super spicy, they just are maybe a little heartburn inducing. But I think for that roast I used like 10 of them. And the recipe technically calls for like 8. And I'm like, well, I like it with a little bit more kick, but I didn't make it like so much that it was gonna like burn my ass. What's up, JC? I'm kind of dying. Not actually. Pepe mentioned? Yes. Pepe the froze. Is it on the 15th? Okay, sweet. So we still have like dead time then. That's actually like low key chat. That's actually great. Which hold on. I did do my spin. I already did my ordeal call runs for the day. Wait, what do I still have to do on this? Oh, it just started. Uh, wait, is there any weekly that I still have left? Nope. There's only one thing I can think of to do. Huh? I didn't try to click on the Grail front. Like, what was that? I'm pretty sure Seraph is all the way done. Yep. Is oh no. Time to catch up on my main interludes. I get reverse Thanksgiving cravings. I don't like turkey during Thanksgiving, but crave it after. That's weird. Is it because do you maybe are you somebody that basically ends up how should I put it? Like you do different things with the turkey after the fact. So it's like maybe you don't like straight turkey, but you instead let's not use my own Castoria. So you instead like a turkey sandwich or something else. Oh, this is actually perfect. I get to kill multiple birds with one stone. Not even two, multiple. For the first time in a hot minute, I had luck in FGO. Hey, nice. Congrats, kitty. Yeah, it's nice. I think it sucks when people go through like bad luck streaks in any of these games. These games are predatory enough as is. I feel like that's one of the big reasons why everybody just like wants pity systems and stuff. But it definitely helps. It feels a lot better when you actually do get lucky for once. Does a Martha Stewart recipe we call heart attack turkey because of how much butter it uses for Thanksgiving? I mean, do you like it? Like, does it taste good? It's good, yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm a big proponent in like if people have a good recipe, like hold on to it. Is one of these your charge skill? There we go. Yoink. Of course, I had to take Taisui to the one node in this that's not alter egoable. Hope you're okay. I could be doing better, but I will live. I am warming up from being like in cold weather half the day. I am licking my wounds from having to do a lot of moving, and I'm just like mentally exhausted from other stuff. I'm pretty much at like the lowest I could possibly go without being injured or like sick. I think there's some signs some shit's gonna go down. I mean, it doesn't have to. Maybe you were just due in. Maybe look at it glass half full, where it's like maybe you've been unlucky and the game owed you. That's another way to imagine it. Ugh. Ugh. Now, do we have any other new players in chat tonight? Anybody got any questions about the game? Or why I'm currently doing what I'm doing? Since I know that is a comment that I sometimes get when people are like, huh? Dude, I hate people that message request on Discord and they don't share a server and they want your attention. I'm like, it's so clear what you're doing. You're just another artist looking for commission. Yeah, I just missed Oku so much he wanted to do it tonight. Bro, I I'll be real with you. Like, if I never saw Oku or Imaginary Scramble or like Tunguska ever again, I would just be grateful. Not that they're like bad events, but they are just tedious. And it's so like, oh, Dubs, thank you for the 35. Appreciate it. It's so like bad that those are the like some of the game's most tedious events are the ones that got main interluded. And then they didn't make them like easier. Like they kind of did. We kind of got some quality of life, but that's really all it is. Like you're still actually playing through the event. Once you finish this Oku, you would have done it 4 times across JP and NA. No, I would have done it 6 times. That's why I'm like, yeah, I don't care if I ever see this event again. It's like it's not a bad event. I'm just like I'm over it type deal. Hi, I'm home. Hi, home. I'm Cad. Oku is also very click intensive. It really is, like needlessly so. Like I've done a whole lot of clicking and I think I've gone through 3 nodes. 3 like 1 or 5 AP nodes. Hi home, I'm Jay. There you go. No, it's perfectly fine, Jay. Just because you have a delay doesn't mean that it's any less appreciated. Sandbagging people with dad jokes is a time-honored tradition. One that I value. You're always welcome to do it. I have come to receive joy and prepare to get energy from you. I came for my company. Why? Is run compression where you can do 1 run but it counts as 3? Yeah, I mean that's something that I know like Genshin has. On one hand, I really like the idea of that for something like Lottos. On the other hand, I wouldn't blame them if they didn't want to provide that. Because, like, so that we're clear here, and I've talked about this a couple of times, right? But one of the reasons that FGO is just normally really generous with your time is because they know it takes you a bit to like do an individual run. You have to go through 3 rounds and you have to literally do that stuff, and there is no auto. So it is time that you were legitimately playing the game, and they know that. In other games, they have things like auto, they have things like run compression, as you mentioned it. And so it's like these things basically cut down on playtime. And so because of that, they just come up with a bunch of other like tchotchke chores to keep you in the game and keep you busy. I don't like this. I don't want to do tchotchke chores. Like So it's like on one hand, I agree. It's like I would really like that, but on the other hand, I'm like, I don't want that. Stop yawning. You're making me yawn. Why would you say the word yawn? See? Yeah. Rough couple days where motivation has dropped a bit. That's all good, buddy. Just ragging you physically for your food takes at least 40 times a year. Listen, Ash, I'm gonna be real with you. Other than your take on like steak, which you have changed, most of the time that I give you any shit is just because you haven't eaten other stuff. That's it. Not that I think like your taste in food is bad. Well, except for mayonnaise. I mean, mayonnaise is just that's just wrong. I'd be okay with them restricting it to dailies. I mean, I would want it during like lottos and stuff, but yeah. We didn't have reliable three-turn comps before Ryder, Mordred, Scotty, etc. I mean, Ryder Mordred's been in the game for a long time, but yes, I do remember. Believe me, I remember probably harder than most people since I like literally did the new player account. Sponsor my food then? Buy me the food I have not tried. No, because I don't know your city and where you should go and what you should get. I have gotten a lot of props from from the girlfriend on my food choices and food research at times for date nights. Um which maybe she's just placating me, but uh I'd like to think that I do a good job. So yeah, you yawn like the king of red lions from Wind Waker. I yawn like a boat. Don't have to play the game to use apples. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm sorry, chat. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I think it's because I'm just like actually warm. Whoever has the ox is killing it. What do you mean? This is just my playlist. But thank you. You've been here a couple times. I have. I have not been up there since like I was a child, though. So it's like I do remember it, but not like super well. He's evolving into a caterpillar. No, I mean knowing my house, it'd be a millipede. He's evolving, yes. And I'm gonna look up this person's profile. So I only share one server. It's she her with an anime profile. I I think this is just another artist. Like if it's someone in chat, feel free to say something, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Because, like, I get it. I don't mind, like, talking with people that legitimately have questions, but I don't see the point in talking to people that are just soliciting. The blanket is already there, evolution inbound. You know what? You're right. I feel like, oh, Ugh. I feel like what I need to do is put the blanket. No! No, don't get caught. No. Okay. Oh. Oh, I've just entered like old man mode where the blanket is like now wrapped around my like legs. Ah. Oh, yes. There we go. Hello, Angora. How's it going? I knew someone that would slab mayo on bread and eat it like that. Why? No. That's just. Ugh. Sometimes I like to play FGO, but because my work connection isn't the greatest, so most times I can only do one or two runs, so compression would really help me out. No, I agree with that. Like, I'm not going to argue against the compression. I fear that if they were to add compression, they would start adding a bunch of, like, tchotchke shit, right? And that's not what I want. What's up, Drink? How have you been, bud? But no, Ash, it was just somebody that was, like, DMing me from another server that I'm on. There's nothing that can be done about it. Good lord, mayo is light use supporting condiment. I mean, if you guys like mayo, it's no problem. I just don't. I can eat it when it's like mixed into certain things, but I prefer not to have it in almost every case. Here's my lurker tax. Thank you, tacos. Appreciate it, my dude. I have ads. I don't know why, but I read that it's like I have AIDS. Like in my brain, it's like, huh? Which then reminded me of the was it the Team America thing where they're spoofing the musical on Broadway and it's like everyone has AIDS, 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 AIDS. And it's like, holy crap, dude. Thank you, Jay. I'll add this to the playlist. I do like me some Metallica. I think of the South Park episode. Oh god, yeah. I know Mr. Creamy is a huge fan of South Park, so I've done a fair amount of rewatching with him because I used to like watch South Park quite a bit back in the day, but I think like as I've gotten older, I just haven't as much. Crown King nothing. Apparently, Marvel Rivals is adding a social hub. Work was brutal again. I'm not a fan of how it's going so far. Same. So, chat, do we have any Warhammer fans in chat? Because I saw this on Twitter earlier. So what is the correct answer, chat? And furthermore, is the correct answer actually correct? See, I've already gotten three different answers. 21, 20, and 18. Anyone wanna guess 19? Yeah, see, so like the correct answer to this question, chat, is whatever the guy holding the gun thinks is the correct answer. So I just wanted chat to be able to see that. So usually it's going to be 18. Well, right, but what if it's 20 or 21? Ranking nothing. Lowly guardsman probably shouldn't know, so getting shot regardless. I would imagine there's some level of like required like reading or education by the guard. Like where they have to like know certain things as a test of loyalty and proof that they're not like chaos or some shit. Yeah, but do you count the twins as one entity or not? They don't recognize the traitors? There you go. See? So like who knows? Maybe it's a trick question. You do and you don't. Right. Hence the issue. Like I've said that this basically just devolves into it's 25% odds of being right and 75% odds of being wrong because the right answer is whatever the commissar wants. Which maybe it's a trick question. Maybe there isn't a correct answer there. This devolves into Russian roulette. Yes. Late to stream, lurker tax paid. Thank you, Gil. Appreciate it, my man. And hope chat is at least having a good day. The amount of bullets depends on how lucky you are. If you have the lucky trait. Oh, dude. I am just sore. Ugh. Ugh. I do like that even when there are multiple waves in Oku, they don't give you like many enemies. Like it's usually just two waves. kind of have to know of the trader Primarchs, right? The machine spirit of the gun might show mercy in jail. Something tells me it wouldn't. It would just laugh at you and claim that you are heretical. Had a good day off. I had today off since it's Veterans Day. Nice. Yeah, we were hoping that due to like some of the moving that we were doing, because it was near like a bank, we were hoping that the bank being closed would help things. Because it's like, oh, it's Veterans Day. Surely the bank is closed. But instead, it was a whole heck of a lot of like busyness everywhere else. Also, I didn't say it earlier, but thank you to any of you guys that are veterans. I appreciate you. I am aware that it is Veterans Day today. Thank you for your service. Why is it mixed enemies? We'll just throw her in there. That's why everything is calm today. I don't know about calm, but it is what it is. Chad, have you shown Cad the Space King series? I think I've seen like the first 2 or 3 of them. How many episodes of Space King are currently out? Because I know there was like a new one that just came out, which I haven't watched. But I want to say I was up to date other than the new one. 3? Okay. Yeah, so it's like I'm pretty sure I've watched the first 2. You have to watch Space King Cat. That shit is just fantastic. Somebody throw it in the content reaction channel, since we're gonna do that later. I don't know how to make the finger symbols. You mean 3? Or you trying to do it the like the way where the Germans wouldn't recognize that you're a spy, where it's like 3? Hangman is coming down from the gallows and it won't be very long. One of those was the shocker. Yeah, this was the shocker. But apparently it's how the Germans like hold up 3. Like Americans do this or this. Germans apparently do it that way. I don't know. Andre would have to tell us. I'm not sure whether or not that's a true thing. The Space King symbol thing with both hands. It's admittedly been a hot second since I've watched Space King, so if you want, throw like all of them in there and I'll react. I have trouble holding up 3 fingers using the index, middle, and middle ring fingers. You can't do like that or like that. I have seen people do this. Is thumb, pointer, and middle finger. Huh? Like this? I don't think it's like this, but maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I just sent chat the shocker. It has been a hot second since I watched Inglorious Bastards for a while. Wait, what did I just say? It's been a hot second since I watched Inglorious Bastards. Fingering in middle is the basketball 3, yeah. When a ref has to signal that it was a 3-point shot. I have trouble holding down my pinky with my thumb. Really? I don't have an issue with that. Granted, okay, so chat, how many of you guys like have a thumb that like I've seen people be able to do like really weird stuff with their thumb, but how many of you guys have a thumb where you can just like completely depress it like that? By the way, both thumbs can do that. What the fuck is that? I don't know. I've always been able to do that. But I have seen that like some people can't do that. I think it's like because I think there's like two different thumbs that a lot of people have. Might be double jointed. I might be. I could not tell you. If so, it would not surprise me. That reminds me, I have fasting labs tomorrow, so I shouldn't eat anymore. Gee. The majority of people do, in fact, have two different thumbs. No, I mean, there's like two different thumb types, is my understanding. A hitchhiker's thumb? Same, I think. What the fuck is that? Huh? What? Oh, yeah, so I guess I have hitchhiker's thumb. Since I can do that. I never like realized that that's a thing though. Different grips? Yeah, like I assume it's like different like it's different genetics from different like branches of human. Yeah, I'd got the superior hitchhiking thumb, guaranteed pickup. I don't know, dude. Like that's the first time I've ever heard it like referred to as a hitchhiker's thumb. But um it is interesting in that regard. And I don't know if like that's why I can do this. I think like the reason I can do this is because like always from a young age, like from either playing sports or video games, I was always like stretching my fingers. So like for instance, chat. See if I can do it. Okay. So can you guys go completely backward, like in almost a like 90-degree angle with your fingers? I used to actually do 90 degrees. No, yeah, that's just how flexible my hand's always been. If you do a lot of stretches, you'll be able to do something like that. That tendon flexibility? Yep. I mean, I could also do the reverse, which is I think I can, it just hurts. Yeah, I can like completely make my hand flat if need be. I can do it once. Yeah. Like this doesn't hurt me at all. Like this is just feels good. I got piano playing fingers. So what does that do? Because I've never heard of that before. Would that help in playing sports? In general, in sports, you want to do a lot of stretches so you don't like strain yourself or pull a muscle. And again, with me playing baseball and me being a pitcher, like all the time, I had to do a lot of like finger exercises. So it was a thing. Also, fun fact, kind of difficult to see, but one of my fingers is actually straight, and that is the finger that I assume was broken. So this finger is perfectly fine. This finger is straight, and the reason it is straight because I got with a baseball bat. Because it did not used to be that way. Yeah, I could not tell you why. Almost time for Archer Duel. Yeah, chat was telling me it's on the 15th. I'm admittedly, I'm kind of like bad for like scheduled dates right now because like all of my shit is elsewhere at the moment. Damn, Neo. I can't tell if that's like so. Oh yeah, so like you're doing it without pressing on it, like because like if you press it with your fingers, you can probably go lower. But you don't look like you're that far off from me. Like my thumb definitely goes like that far on its own. My left thumb is on a 45 degree after shattering the base joint during a volleyball match. Ah, how did that happen? Ehel Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, where your joints are too loose and mobile. Okay. I assume I don't actually have that because none of my other joints are that loose and mobile. I used to be a lot more flexible, in general in the rest of my body, but again, it's because I did a lot of stretches. So nowadays, not so much. It's pretty rough to deal with. I would assume so, because I assume it's like your stuff can like reverse and it becomes a problem. What's some good tips for how to get into the game? Well, try to like cover your bases, get, a unit leveled up of like every single class, particularly the 7 main classes. I I do have a new player guide. It's a little like it does need some updating in certain areas, but it is largely still accurate. Best advice is run. Yeah, you'll see a lot of people tell you to run. That's hell you're walking into, quote unquote. And just be patient. The game is not a sprint, it is a marathon. As any gotcha game is. Ba, 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 ba. Was focusing on the ball and didn't land my dive correctly, thus landing on it. Uh, that does sound painful. It's interesting because we had to do a lot of at different points in my baseball career, I was playing in different parts of the field. At one point, I was relegated to outfield duty, which I was not a huge fan of because I was a lot better at playing like first base or obviously pitching. But um, I did what I had to do. And so it's like I would play outfield. And there were several times I had to lay out for a ball. And it's really funny because my brother also played outfield quite a bit in the same way. And my brother tore his rotator cuff from laying out. So I was always like super cautious about when and how I dove. And I never really got injured from it. But I definitely had some pretty amazing diving catches in my time. Which is one of the reasons I think they wanted me to play outfield, is that I had pretty decent hand-eye coordination for that sort of thing. And it's easy to like think that like, oh, like they can see the ball coming and they're able to dive and catch it. It's like, no, it's not that easy because you're also running full tilt while it's going on. So it's like your head's going up and down and the ball's going like this the whole time, and you're like, oh crap. And you still have to like put a glove on it. That's why I never like, if somebody misses a like diving catch, I never like go like, oh man, they suck. I'm like, damn, they almost had that. Like, it is one of those things where I have more appreciation for it as somebody's had to do it multiple times myself. There are some things though where like I watch the pros and they will like, when it comes to baseball, they will like bungle something that even a like high schooler could handle, and that makes me go like, what are you doing type of deal. I'm most likely looking at a rotator cuff surgery on my left side sometime in December. Fun stuff. Not. Yeah, I don't envy anybody that has torn rotator cuff. Like I said, I have I think I have like a pinched nerve somewhere in like my back right behind my shoulder blade from pitching, and it bothers me from time to time and I hate it, but I would easily take that over like having to get like rotator cuff surgery or like Tommy John's or anything like that. I thankfully got out of baseball before I ever like took it too far. But yeah, it's like diving in any sport is always a really easy way to just like hurt yourself. And it sucks. Like, I don't wish that sort of injury on anybody. Got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. I know what a prince and lover ought to be. Said if you just go ahead now. I dove every time I started a race in my high school sport. I dove every time I started a race. Wait, huh? I'm confused. I know what a prince of lover ought to be. Hello, Katana. Summer. Oh, I got you. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna assume you can't really get injured doing that. Like maybe you can pull a muscle, right? But you are diving into water. Unless you mean like actual dive, rather than like, oh, you just jumped in. Which is considering you said race, I assume it's just jumped in. I played tennis at decent tournament level, and my right shoulder pay the price. Yeah, tennis elbow is definitely a thing. That's like in a very similar way. Like I know like pitchers can also get it because there's a lot of strain if you're throwing overhand on like your elbow and stuff. So it becomes a real problem. Jesus, my arm. It was fucked up, dude. Okay, chat. Let's react to some stuff. Where did we leave off last time? Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought we were past this. Okay, I think we watched the Walkable Cities and then the Viva La Dirt League. Okay, so unfortunately, YouTube, I almost forgot. I have to end stream over there. If you guys want to join us, we'll be live on Twitch. Feel free to come in. But I did realize, like, wait a minute. Okay, so I will see you guys for the next stream, which will probably be Thursday, by the way.